The number of Koreans who would like to enjoy the great outdoors has increased in recent years, which has even changed the landscape of the automobile market. Instead of sedans or economy cars, SUVs have become more popular. Also, Korea's leisure industry is seeing a surge of car campers who would like to modify their cars so they can sleep in them while camping. Chabak is a newly coined Korean word that means sleeping in one's automobile at a camping site. There are many who would like to enjoy this type of camping, and products to support these campers are popular. The key is how to make the best of the space of one's car and turn the backseat and the trunk of your SUV into a comfortable bed. Along with products, there are many tips and pieces of information for Chabak on the net. COVID-19 has also contributed to Chabak's popularity. As people have no choice but to travel domestically, car camping has become popular and more people are trying to find a way to comfortably sleep in their cars. However, sleeping in a car may not be the most enjoyable experience for all campers. You may think that checking into a nice hotel and enjoying its facilities and services is the best part of travel. But for the time being, at least while traveling overseas is limited, more people would choose to spend more time and money to turn their SUVs into a comfortable bed. The new trend of car camping is an alternative for those who want to travel locally because they can't travel abroad. So in the United States, we just call it camping. So if I asked you what you did, I said I went camping this weekend. And then you can explain more. I do car camping, which means I sleep in my car, or SUV camping, but that's still part of car camping. But if you say that I slept in my car this weekend, it sounds like you might be homeless, or there was an emergency, you couldn't get to your house, or your wife kicked you out of the house after an argument. But if you say like I sleep in my car, or I sleep in my car on the weekends, it sounds strange. So we just say, oh, I do a lot of car camping. So I understand, oh, they sleep in their car while they're camping. So we got to make that distinction. Chabak is blowing up now in Korea. Because of the coronavirus situation, people want to enjoy their leisure time within Korea. So I said Chabak is blowing up right now. So if something's blowing up, it really means like an explosion. But if it's blowing up, it's kind of slang for a new trend that is happening. Everyone's doing it. So like delivery services are blowing up. They're making a lot of money. Also, like if a singer is very popular, you can say, oh, that singer is blowing up right now, meaning that they're becoming more popular. And at the end of the sentence, I said to enjoy their leisure time within Korea. Leisure time is like your free time. Like leisure activities are doing like sports or your hobbies or, going camping. So those are leisure activities, kind of the opposite of work. Safety is an issue when car camping. There are restricted areas where camping is not allowed by local municipalities. Also, there are environmental hazards such as floods, wildfires, and landslides. So I said that it's prohibited by local municipalities. A municipality is another word for saying like a city or government. So you could say a local government, but a local municipality is kind of like its own city. So if you're going out to, let's say, I don't know, Gangwon-do, that's a municipality. But within Gangwon-do, you might have another smaller city. That's a municipality as well. And for example, if I ask, what type of water is it? We say it's municipal water. That means it's city water. It's brought in by the government. And then I also said there are environmental hazards. So environmental hazards can be anything. I listed floods, wildfires, landslides, but environmental hazard means a danger. So that could be earthquake, it could be cliffs, it could be an area where it rains a lot. So when we talk about environmental hazards, it's when nature can hurt us. Mother Nature can be dangerous, so you need to take precautions before you pick your campsite. Avoid areas that are off limits to camping and remember safety first. So in the beginning, I said Mother Nature. It's another way of saying environment or nature. We call it Mother Nature. So Mother Nature can be dangerous. It just means the natural world or the wilderness. And finally, I said, remember, safety first. Safety first is just an expression we say in the United States before we do something. So, you get in your car, you say, hey, put on your safety belt, safety first. Or if you're going on a construction site, you'll see signs that say safety first, put on a helmet. So safety first is a reminder to people to be safe. You may think you're saving money, but customizing your car with a bunch of fancy modifications could make Chabak more expensive than you thought. So I said, if you're saving money by customizing your car, so to customize something is to change something to fit what you want. So for example, if you wanted a louder speaker in your car, you would have to buy it and then tell the person working on your car how you want it to sound. Do you want more bass? Do you want more treble? It's customized to your preferences. And then we talk about fancy modifications. Also, to modify something is to change it. So if you're taking out the back seats and putting in a bed, you are customizing it, but that we say you're also modifying it, but we'd say that is a modification. So we can use it also as a noun. And then finally, I said it could make your Chabak more expensive than you thought. So if it's more expensive than you thought, it means that you had an idea that, this bed would cost you $100. But by the time you're finished with installation, taxes, other service fees, it might be $130. So you're like, wait a second, I thought it was $100, but now it's $130. It's more expensive than you thought. Pimping your ride to Chabak looks like a smart investment, but the high cost of converting your car into a place to comfortably sleep could end up draining your bank account. So to pimp your ride or pimping your ride means to, again, customize your car. It's a very slang term. There was a TV show on MTV called Pimp My Ride where they took someone's old car and then customized it to make it look better. They repainted it. But to pimp something out or to pimp something means to customize it and make it better. And finally, I said it could end up draining your bank account. So if you think about like the drain in your sink or your shower and the water goes down, if something is draining your bank account, it means it's costing a lot of money. So if you spend, a lot of money on this, it could drain your bank account. That means reduce the amount of money you have. Car camping can be a novel experience for some. However, the best form of accommodation is a cozy hotel room. So I said car camping can be a novel experience. So if something is novel, it's kind of new, interesting, maybe fun, but it won't last for a long time. If you sleep in your car every weekend, it doesn't become novel anymore. But if you do it once, it would be kind of interesting and new. And then finally, I said a form of accommodation is a cozy hotel room. So usually when we talk about cozy, it's kind of very, very good feeling, very warm feeling, very nice, could be a little bit small, but cozy is a very good, warm feeling when you are somewhere. Slumming it and sleeping in your vehicle may be fun the first few times, but nothing beats sleeping in a nice bed. So first I talked about slumming it. So slumming it is when, you have money, but you would go to a poor area to eat. Or if you had a lot of money, let's say you could afford a hotel room, but you sleep in your car, you are slumming it. So to slum it means to basically save money and do something that a poor person would do. So a slum is a poor area, but it's kind of slang for saying, we wanted to kind of experience less and we didn't want to pay for everything. So we're doing something that a poor person would do, even though we have money and could do something that a middle class or rich person does. And then finally, I said, nothing beats sleeping in a nice bed. So nothing beats something means that it's kind of the best thing in the world. So for example, like let's say you take a 2-hour nap on a Sunday. Nothing beats that. It feels so good. Or nothing beats like a hot cup of coffee in the morning on a cold day. Or nothing beats like a cold beer on a hot day. It means that whatever you're doing, that nothing else compares to it. It's kind of the best thing. So nothing beats it means it's kind of the best thing in your opinion. Thanks for downloading, guys. Bye-bye.